What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, I want to recap all of the recent information we got about the end of season live event. So this is going to have some spoilers here and there. However, I do want to mention that a lot of the stuff we're going to be talking about in this video isn't going to be leaking, oh, there's this massive reveal at the event or anything, right? So it's mainly more so how the event is going to work instead of any special event reveals that will actually be happening during it. But of course, we got to keep in mind that this event is going to be the final one we have for Chapter 2 Remix, and it will be the one that kind of leads us into the whole entire storyline and everything else that is set to be going down for Chapter 6. So it's going to be our premiere that leads us into a whole new chapter, so I wouldn't be surprised if it has some little aspects here and there that give us a small glimpse at what is to come in the game. But the upcoming concert event that is set to go down, and yes, it is set to be a concert, is looking very, complete. It's looking to be very stacked, and it looks that it's going to be something that either is going to have a live streamed video you're able to watch, or you can experience it kind of as it roams around the Fortnite island. Because based on the recent leaks and everything we have, some of the information we have about this is that this is going to be somewhat focused on Juice WRLD, since he kind of shows up at the final week of the season. So if you're someone who wanted a Juice WRLD concert in the game, this is going to be your time to actually experience that. However, on top of that, other rappers and other artists will be a part of this as well, most likely the ones that are part of this season, such as Ice Spice, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem, so you can expect to see those in the concert. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like Godzilla once again, considering we saw Godzilla with the previous Big Bang event we had in the game, which had a focus on Eminem, and considering the fact that we have Juice WRLD this time around, it would just kind of make sense. There's going to be our first look at upcoming potential Fortnite content, and of course we might even get our first glimpse at the upcoming Chapter 6 map. Now that one isn't fully confirmed, but it is something to kind of keep in mind. Now something I want to talk about with this whole entire event and everything going down is, sure, it's a concert, sure, it has some strings and stuff in the files right now that might give us a glimpse towards it being something that we actually have live streamed to us, similar to the start of season event we had for the current season we're in, but also it appears like it will be taking a little bit more of an effect that actually happens on the Fortnite map itself, because based on recent leaks and everything, there are actually going to be giant versions of all the artists included roaming around the Fortnite island, similar to what we had in the past with something like the Travis Scott event. So if you're someone who wanted to see a massive version of Juice WRLD that was like 100 times the size of your normal character, that is something you could actually be expecting with this event. I'm not saying it's going to be the exact same level as that actual Travis Scott event we had before, but it is something to kind of keep in mind, because we have had little leaks here and there that actually kind of give us glimpses into the future of what's going to be going down, of them actually working on the mocapping situation, where in the mocap studio where they're actually working on everything, the person who's hooked up to all the mocap devices for Fortnite and everything is a giant version of one of the actual artists on the Fortnite map. So it only really makes sense for that to be kind of what's going down here, right? So there is a lot of stuff happening, but if you're someone who is hoping for a more story-focused live event, it's not really going to be focused on that, because this whole entire remix season is of course more focused on the music artists themselves. Now, according to Pete, which is one of Juice WRLD's managers, they actually mentioned that the finale event is going to be more so focused on a Juice WRLD concert, and they mentioned the following thing, which I think is a little bit of interesting information about this event. It is quote-unquote a Fortnite concert that will be streamed at Juice WRLD Day and will be interactive. So it makes sense that this is going to be something that we will be able to actually participate in more than just watching a video file, due to Pete being one of Juice WRLD's managers actually mentioning the fact that it's going to be streamed out of the game instead of, stuff being streamed into the game, which kind of would be a weird streaming exception the other way around, and the fact that it's going to have some interactivity parts to it. I wouldn't be surprised if, there's little obstacle courses we could jump around and stuff. Maybe there's a whole entire little mini events that teleport us around, similar to the Travis Scott event. There's a lot of stuff they could actually do there, but there is still a lot of information that is in the vague territory, and when it comes to Pete, there's been times before where he said mentions and stuff about Juice WRLD that kept getting delayed and slightly incorrect over and over and over again, but considering the fact that Juice WRLD is already confirmed to be in the game, and Pete is one of Juice's managers, I feel this type of information that is now being shared is going to be pretty accurate, because we don't have to worry about too much of, oh, is he even coming to the game? When, yes, he's quite literally in the files right now. Well, not in the files, he's somewhat in there, but we quite literally have all these leaks and information about stuff going down here. And another thing I should probably mention is we're getting a free Juice WRLD skin right around the time of the finale, because if you log in anytime between November 30th at around 1 in the morning to actually December 1st at around 1 in the morning, you receive a free cel-shaded Slayer Juice WRLD outfit as a little bit of an added bonus. So, of course, this final finale event is most likely going to be focused around Juice WRLD, if they're even giving away a free skin for this whole entire finale event as well. I mean, even if you pay attention to what has happened happened in the past, right? If we talk about the whole entire M&M event that happened before with the Big Bang, that was something where you got a free edit style if you went to the event, even if you didn't own the M&M skin. Now, it was something that I think they ended up granting to everyone, but it was a focus thing that they actually did because of the fact that the event was focused around M&M in some parts, you know, towards the very end with the actual Fortnite festival type of concert thing. So considering the fact that we're getting a whole entire skin for free, I think it just makes sense, right? You know, a free Juice WRLD skin right around the time as the finale event for this season. Yep, this has got to be a Juice WRLD concert, which also makes all that other information, such as it being an interactive concert by Pete, make a lot more sense because of it having that giant focus on Juice WRLD himself. But on top of that, we also got to keep in mind that we have a few more weeks to go through before we get to all the information. We have to deal with the Ice Spice week, then we get to go over to the Juice WRLD week where we start getting stuff like Juice's Chug Cannon, etc., etc., before we actually get to the live event itself. But expect this upcoming Fortnite update on the 13th to not only introduce kit cosmetics, but also to introduce anything we need to actually prepare for that live event that happens at the end of the season. Until next time, however, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Hope it gave you all the information you needed to know about the brand new Juice WRLD live event that's going to be happening at the end of the season, as well as other information of stuff that will be going down around the same time, you know, such as like Ice Spice or Snoop Dogg or M&M potentially being in the event as well. And until next time, I'll catch you champs and champions a little bit later with another upload. So until then, peace out.